Holy crap, what is up, DCS crew? First and foremost, happy freaking 2020. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We made it. Man, let me tell you, 2019 was a crazy year, but 2020 is going to be, just a huge boost, not only to the channel, but to you guys, the viewers. And without having to let too much out of the bag, I wanted to go ahead and do this video to kind of talk to you about what 2020 is going to bring. And most importantly, this is the first video of 2020. It needs to be special. So I'm going to let a couple of things out of the bag. First and foremost, there's something in particular, and I wanted to just kind of go ahead and write it out here and kind of go through some of the format of the things that are going to be changing and some upcoming stuff that we have for the channel. So first and foremost, one huge piece of information that you need to know about the channel, that if you are on the fence as to whether you should kind of skip the video or to sub, this should help. That's right, ladies and gents. I am going to be attending SHOT Show 2020. So stay tuned. Once the intro is done, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this and some of the other things that are going to be coming up. But in the meantime, I'll see you in a second. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, let's get right to it. So in order to make the video a little bit easier and a little bit more visual, I did create a little bit of a list in my notebook. So let's start with the meat and potatoes, shall we? Okay, so upcoming DCS material. First and foremost, thank you to everybody that has helped this show and, these videos, that has helped me along the way. I had a list, and I'm going to go ahead and create a specific video just for those people and thanking them. But if you have helped me, along the way, whether it was to get me influence to start this channel, help me while this channel was going on, or you plan on helping me in the future, thank you so much. It's because of people like you that this channel exists. I don't know if you've noticed, but up until this date, this channel is not monetized, and there's a really good reason for it. Number one, I'm not trying to make money off of this channel. Number two, the reason why I actually did this channel, the premise of DCS, is finding products that are enriching my everyday life, and hopefully I can pass some of that, very detailed information and that experience, whether it's positive or negative, to you, the viewer. And because of that, this is the premise behind this channel. So the fact is, if you are following me, if you are subscribing to me, whether it's on my YouTube or on my Instagram, or if you're sending me messages and you're engaging with me, it means that I'm making a difference. And I really appreciate that. I'm trying to build the channel, as organically as possible. I haven't done giveaways yet, but that is going to change. I don't want to talk too much about that just yet because there's a couple of other things to go. But in the meantime, I did want to go ahead and say thank you so much for being a big part of this channel, okay? So now that I have that out of the way, this channel is going to have a small change in review format, okay? And it's not in a bad way. I did want to go ahead and stress that right at the beginning. I'm actually going to be broadening the material a little bit more, okay? Aside from the fact that we're going to be doing stuff like knives, I do want to go ahead and touch up on other EDC gear like hanks, flashlights, backpacks, even some other things that you use to maintain things like your knives and your firearms, accessories. So there is going to be a small change in the review format, but it's going to be a little bit more hands-on at times, and it's going to be broadening the material itself. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you a heads up. So you're going to see some things that are not necessarily knife centric. I really like knives, but believe it or not, I was a gun guy before I was a knife guy. So and aside from that, I use other things like, you know, my backpacks, flashlights. I actually use flashlights several times daily. And you know, I want to be able to go ahead and incorporate that a little bit more in the videos. That comes from a lot of the influencers that influenced me into even starting these channels, you know, this channel and these formats, whether it's the .com, the Instagram, or YouTube. So just to bear in mind, there will be a small change in format. And including this small change in format, there are going to be more co-op videos, okay? If you haven't already noticed, I did do a co-op video with Eric from the Outer Limitless YouTube channel. He was one of the people who influenced me into starting this YouTube channel. We finally got together when we met met in person, and we did a very impromptu collaboration for Blade Show 2019. We did almost 40 videos, and that footage, in my opinion, you know, while it was a bit impromptu and it was a bit off the cuff, it was freaking awesome. I had a great time. So did he. He was an editing wizard, and we were able to pop up some content that really, you know, gained some positive feedback, not only from the community, but from the people that were part of that, you know, those videos. A lot of those people ended up collaborating with us throughout the year, and we are going to be continuing those collaborations and growing on that, and these collaborative videos and interviews and guests that are going to be on this channel going into the next year. And aside from that, I am going to do some interviews, and we're going to have some special guests on the channels. I may actually do some guest spots on other channels. Most recently, I was with Ray from Everyday City Carry. If you're not checking out his channel, dude, his stuff is freaking awesome. I get his humor. I dig it. He's a former DJ like I am, and his stuff is freaking awesome. He has great editing, and I mean, his ideas, everything. He's got massive potential. Go ahead and give him a follow if you haven't already. It's the Everyday City Carry channel. Okay, so with that done, let's talk something that is immediately upcoming. Okay, there is going to be another collab with Eric from the Outer Limitless, Eric from the Outer Limitless YouTube channel, and it is for SHOT Show 2020 being held at the Sands Expo Center in Las Vegas from, I believe, January 21st to the 24th. Now, Eric and I are getting there a few days early because we want to go ahead and get our P's and Q's in order to be able to go ahead and slay the show. This is the first time that he and I are actually going to be attending as media. Previously for Blade Show, I had actually been there, and I had actually, you know, done some videotaping, and I had done some interviews with people for the show. So I had a little bit of familiarity. Guys, we are flying into the blind with SHOT Show, but thankfully we have some guides that are going to help us. In particular, we have companies like Spyderco, We Knife Company, Artisan Cutlery, Guard Dog Security, ETS Group, and most importantly, the people who made it all possible for Eric and I to show up, VanQuest Gear. Be sure to go ahead and check out that material. It's going to be freaking awesome. I guarantee you are going to love it. Now, aside from SHOT Show, okay, and the collab, there are a few things that will be present in the SHOT Show, and I did want to talk about it. That's why I have this arrow that goes down here, because it has to do with swag and patches. Ladies and gentlemen, 2020 is going to be a first for Daily Carry Solutions, because aside from the fact that I will be out there and representing the channel, ladies and gents, I have got some swag. Okay, I finally picked up some awesome patches, and I have some decals that are available. Now, there are a few things that you can do to go ahead and pick these up. Number one, we can do what I would like to call a swag swap. So we can swap a sticker for a sticker. You can send something to me and I send the stickers in return. You can either pick up a white one or a black one, or we can do a patch swap. Now, you're gonna see these patches in particular at SHOT Show. I'm having special shirts made so that you can go ahead and see how they look on you know, on your gear. These morale patches are actually a limited production. I made 100 total, so only a very select few are actually going to get these patches. And these are being done in a black with white lettering, gray with black lettering, and a flat dark earth or a khaki, or yeah, a little bit more towards a darker tan with a ranger green lettering. And there, like I said, there are only 100. I made 40 of the gray, 40 of the black, and only 20 of the tan and green. So this is actually the most limited of these three. Now, if this ends up panning well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create more of these patches, maybe in this color, maybe in different colors, so I can go ahead and provide something different. And not only do, you know, provide this to you guys, but wear them while I am out and while I am broadcasting. And, you know, just keep an eye out. Okay, once we are doing these SHOT Show videos, I'm gonna try and stick these on all of the patch-friendly items that are available. So if it's a Velcro wall, if it's, you know, a backpack, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a you know, a hat, be aware of SHOT Show videos, because if you happen to see one of these in the background, let me know. It meant that I was there and that I went ahead and I shamelessly promoted the brand, you know, DCS via one of these patches. Okay, you may not see the stickers, but you will definitely see the patches, whether on our videos or maybe even some other videos. So I did want to go ahead and let you know about that. All right. And yeah, so there is definitely going to be some swag that is going to be available this year, either via swap or maybe even, you know, just a random giveaway, okay? Aside from some other stuff. Now, aside from Eric from Outer Limitless and myself, who's going to be at SHOT Show, you do want to be sure to check out both Zach stuff and Blade Banter. Blade Banter is going to be a part of the QSP booth. They are a knife company that does some really quality material and OEM work for companies like Damn Designs. And you do want to go ahead and check out both of their channels. They are going to have some exclusive material for SHOT Show 2020. So be sure to go ahead and check them out. I may actually do a little bit of collaboration with Zach from Zach Stuff. He is a huge Benchmade guy, but aside from that, he's just an overall really cool cat. So be sure to go ahead and check that out. Okay, now speaking of gear and swag, let's go ahead and do a quick, I guess, gear check, okay? So the firearm that I am carrying, if you haven't checked out the video already, I suggest you do. This is from my pocket dump video. This is the Springfield XDS 3.3 Mod 2 in 9mm, and this is my inside the waistband holster with the mod wing from Norton Concealment. Go ahead and check out nortonconcealment.com. You can go ahead and speak with Phil from Norton Concealment and he will set you up with these awesome holsters. I really love this stuff. Plus he's local in Georgia and, you know, I gotta support my people. So that's the firearm I'm checking out and I'm running. This is the light that I am using right now. This is the Nightcore TUP, aka the TUP. This actually pumps up to 1,000 lumens. It has a few modes and a few ways to actually lock it out, as you can see. I'm still getting the hang out of it. It is USB rechargeable. It's an internal battery. I like a lot of things about this. It comes in two colors, black and gray, or I guess it's silvery gray. So yeah, this is my pocket flashlight. I'll leave a little bit more for the comprehensive review once it's done. And you may have already seen this. This is actually something that I had showcased in an earlier video. A surprisingly awesome showing from Gonzo, who is going to be at SHOT Show. This is one of Gonzo's Firebird knives. This is the FB765 in 440C. This is the gray version in gray G10. Awesome folder with a Benchmade style locking mechanism and opening mechanism, okay? And yeah, I've been using this for quite a bit. It's a nice size. It's got the deep carry clip. It has the lanyard clip, lanyard hole, and 440C steel. It's actually pretty good. A lot of people take, you know, offense to knives that are coming out recently with what they view as inferior steels because it's not an S35VN or M390 or any of that other jazz. But the truth is, if it's done right, I mean, and let's face the facts, at less than 20 bucks or 25 bucks, this may actually be a steal if it actually performs, you know, how it may be expected. I mean, you know, it's a cheap knife, so even if it does well, it will probably outperform its price, which is fantastic. Okay, so yeah, that's the excuse me, the Gonzo Firebird FB765, and this is the gray version. Okay, now aside from that, there is one additional flashlight that I am reviewing, and it's actually from Software. They do a lot of OEM work for some other companies, but aside from that, this is the one that I've been using. I've been using it for quite some time, and later in the, I guess in another video, I'll go ahead and post it. This is a light that is so nice that I actually bought it twice. This is the Software SP31 version 2.0. It is a tail clicky light, and it has the side switch to be able to go ahead and cycle through the different modes. This is going to be an awesome year because I get to review stuff from companies like that and so much more. So that's my gear check for now. I will go ahead and do separate videos of that stuff, but just for you to go ahead and know what is coming, and you know, just know what it is that I carry. So aside from that, 2 unboxing surprises are going to be coming up. I will do a video on these. Number one is a small little bag. I don't want to get too much into it, but it's from a company here in Georgia, in Forsyth, called Freedom Line Products. Okay, they actually have a product called Freedom Lube that I've been really interested in checking out, and he and I have been talking and kind of brainstorming as to whether some of his products would work not only on firearms, like, you know, the XDS, or maybe knives. Maybe he would have something with knives. So yeah, just something to consider. And then something that's a little bit more mysterious. I got this guy in the mail, and it's from the Netherlands, okay? But the weirdest thing is, it says it's to be returned to the Netherlands, but it's got Chinese lettering on it. And that's probably upside down. But in any case, we have to check this out. I can't wait to go ahead and unbox this to see what it is, because from what I have learned after speaking to the person who sent this to me, okay, this is actually something that is a prototype. It's actually 2 prototypes. And I'm not allowed to say where I got it from. And I'm not allowed to say the company that it is going to be released from, okay? I believe that it is a standard flipper knife, a standard folding knife, and a front flipper. So stay tuned for this unboxing. I'm gonna keep it. Man, I hate doing these because it's just, I really just want to, you know, open this and see what's in it. And the third unboxing. What? We have a set of glasses here. We got some Oakleys. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Ray-Ban guy. You know, I've always been a fan of Luxottica as a brand, and you know, I've had a couple of run-ins with them in the past. Actually, you know, overwhelmingly positive. But over the course of the past couple of decades and years, they've done a lot of takeovers. And one of the takeovers that they did, which was a really good takeover, was with Oakley. Now, my father was a big Oakley fanatic. In fact, he used fuel cells exclusively towards the end of his, well, you know, his life. And one of the things that I inherited was his Oakley fuel cells, which I still use today. But I wanted to go ahead and prolong that a little bit, and I figured I'd just go ahead and get a new pair of Oakleys. So these were actually a surprise over the Christmas break that my my girlfriend actually picked up for me. So I'm gonna do an unboxing of these. I have yet to wear them, but they are gonna be my new EDC sunglasses. Can't wait to go ahead and check those out. Yes. All right. So those are the unboxing surprises. So it was actually a +1 surprise. All right, so, and aside from that, I have something here straight from Ben Blue, aka Ben Banters. I finally joined the army of people that have one of these mats. It's a KNAFS, yeah, I'll say it like that, a KNAFS mat. This is the anatomy of a blade and knife. This shows all of the different, you know, blade shapes, the grinds, maintenance, you know, the type of, you know, blade angles, and a lot of other stuff that I really plan on using in the future. Kudos to Ben for showing, you know, everybody that they can actually pick something like that up, educate themselves a little bit about knives, you know, without spending too much money and looking like a schmuck. You know, I would have loved to have gotten the poster, but I really don't have anywhere to put that inside of my house just yet. But in the meantime, I can use that oversized mat for a bunch of knife reviews and knife related, you know, stuff like disassembly. So that's actually pretty cool. I can't wait to go ahead and use that. And big shout out to Ben, Ben from, Blade HQ Ben. What is up, guys? Yeah, it's that guy with the KNAFS Mat. All right. So aside from that, every now and then, even, you know, while videos are rendering and just when I'm on my off time, when I'm not doing DCS material, you can catch me on the Ps4. Now, with Trump and with everything is going on, I figured with everybody talking about, oh my God, hashtag World War III, hashtag WW3, chances are that we're going to have to eventually pick up our arms and, you know, put it to the test. So I figured I'd do a little bit of World War III training, and I picked up Call of Duty Modern Warfare for PS4. So if you happen to have a PS4 account and you are on PSN, you can check me out. Go ahead and add me. You can send a message with the ad and say DCS, and I'll know it's from this video. You can add me right here at Icon0683. Icon is actually the name of my former DJ name, so it's EYEKON0683, and I'd be more than happy to squad up with you for not only Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but for Apex Legends. And it doesn't matter who you main on Apex Legends. I typically have somebody like Bangalore or even, you know, Gibraltar. I'll use, you know, Lifeline, Pathfinder. I mean, I use pretty much everybody. So go ahead and reach out to me on PS4, and I'd be more than happy to go ahead and squad up with you and see if maybe we can get some dubs, guys. All right. So 2020 is not only a year of broadening material, but a year of actually working on existing material. So I actually have a few things that are in the works, okay? Some are actually going to be here within the next few days. Some is going to take a little bit of time. Like, say, for example, this Kaiser T1, okay? Kaiser has had this Uli Hennige's design, the T1, for quite some time. This is the folding version. I believe the T2 is the fixed blade. But one thing I have been dying to learn how to do with this is maybe mod it, okay? So I've been speaking to a company, and I won't mention who it is just yet, and they are gonna do some modding of this knife. Aside from that, I plan on modding a couple of other knives from Kaiser. Most notably, there is the Kaiser Sovereign, this one right here. This is one of the few VG10 models that I actually still have. Great design from Kim Ning, formerly of Kaiser, now part of Concept Knives, by the way, so feel free to go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna do a little something to this guy. And I don't want to mention what the third knife is, but let's just say it's a collaborative effort between Daily Carry Solutions, EDC Gearhouse, and Way of Knife MI, okay? That's all I can say right now. I've been dying to pick up one of these knives and have it customized, and I just got confirmation that it's almost done and headed over to me. So yeah, it's gonna be the year of mods. I plan on doing quite a bit of videos on those, and for right now, the first three that I see that are gonna be upcoming in the future are gonna be from Kaiser. So yeah, something to consider, okay? And that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys haven't already done so, feel free to go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Daily Carry Solutions. You can find me online at dailycarrysolutions.com, where some of my posts and videos are going to be on there. And you can also message me via the website using the contact page. You can go ahead and put your information and a quick message, and I'd be more than happy to go ahead and respond to you as quickly as possible. It is going to its own dedicated mail server so that I do read your emails and will contact you in a timely manner. And if you haven't already done so, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube at Daily Carry Solutions. So it's youtube.com/Daily Carry Solutions. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy 2020. Hope to see you guys soon. And just remember, if you EDC, think of DCS. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care.